Hey guys, how's it going? Kripp here. This week's Tavern Brawl, every single minion had Charge and Taunt. And, the initial impression is that, I'm just going to zerg it up with all these small minions and basically play face decks with all 1-drops and 2-drops and just win the game very easily. Well, some people tried that, and it kinda works if you run like every single silence available, because you have to go through these big taunts constantly. And, yeah, you can win a few games. In general, that was not the best way to do it. There were a few key cards that take, a huge advantage from this Tavern Brawl system, and I want to go over some of those, show you guys some of the cool cards that I used. Now, there's a lot possible in this Tavern Brawl, but it is, again, one of those Tavern Brawls that if you don't have a few very specific, very overpowered cards, it's very difficult to compete. So, this has been the ongoing case, and I don't imagine this would change because, well, Blizzard wants to pump out crazier and wilder ideas all the time, and this is kind of a speed bump they just don't really care about from what we've seen. So, my recommendation for those of you guys that don't have all these cards, don't have all the full collection, the full sets and all that, get your Tavern Brawl in early. I managed to play Tavern Brawl a few hours early this week, and there was a considerable difference. A lot of people I faced just had decks that were all over the place. This is the deck that I made, and I really only played this deck. I made a few modifications, but not really anything big. I think the only thing that I change is I remove maybe a bolster for a Black Knight. Turns out Black Knight is pretty good when every minion has Taunt. Now, there are other minions that do a much better, much more efficient job of removing whatever minion you want because all the minions have charge, but Black Knight does this and is still a body, so the 4/5 can kill something else as well. So Black Knight is kind of like 6 mana to remove 2 things, and that's what makes it pretty good. Not a too important of a piece to this Tavern Brawl, but still pretty good. So what is important? I found Explosive Sheep to be ridiculous. You can't really play many 1-drops. All the 1-drops just don't really do enough because they can't get through the 2 and 3-drop minions when they all have Taunt. So these 1-drops are just absolute fodder, and the decks that run 1-drops or too many 1-drops tend to run out of cards. It really starts with the 2-drops, and Explosive Sheep is really good at killing tons of 2-drops all at the same time. It's basically like a 2-mana board clear. It's much better than you might think it is, and even if you think it's really good, it's better than that. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Loot Hoarder is awesome because it's basically 2 damage, charge, and it's a taunt if you need it. It's very flexible. You can just drop it on turn 2 and represent a taunt minion, or you can cycle it and then pick up another card, and that card will probably also have charge. So, that does very well. Out of the rest, Emperor Cobra, along with some of the other cards that have similar effects, you want to use this as removal. It's better to use this as removal because sometimes you can kill a minion and not lose like your minion that does the killing. In other cases, you can push for damage. So it's just very, very efficient. I did like the card quite a bit. More general cards are good. You get Raging Worgen. You can kill something small and kill something reasonably big, and you can combo it with things like Explosive Sheep, perhaps, to do like crazy lethal combinations. Scarlet Crusader is nuts. It's got Charge, Divine Shield, and Taunt, and it has 3 attack, which is perfect, and it's only 3 mana. It's crazy good. Eerie Statue, in my opinion, is one of maybe the card that gains the most from this Tavern Brawl system. It doesn't look very good, but because the board state is so chaotic, it's so like, it's like crazy, right? Everything can happen in one turn. You could lose like 7 minions and then die. That could actually happen in this Tavern Brawl. So, Eerie Statue, its drawback doesn't really play very frequently. Your opponent might have a few minions, you play an Eerie Statue, it acts as a giant taunt wall. Frequently, your opponent will not choose to attack into it, and then you'll have like an Explosive Sheep come down, clear his board, then you attack with it, then you play something else, then you attack with that. So, it really does a good job of propelling this craziness. Magnetor Alpha, probably the first time I've ever seen this card played, is actually great. You can cleave down basically whatever you want because almost every minion has Taunt. Not all the minions have Taunt. Some of them that are produced from Death Rattle effects or summon or not play effects. The Taunt and Charge effect is only applied to minions that are played and not summoned. So some minions may not have taunt, and you can use that to your advantage, but in general, most of them do, and Magnetor Alpha tends to get a 3-for-1. It tends to kill 4 minions all at once, which is pretty nice. It does a very good job of clearing the board, and, you know, often it makes a good clear for lethal or an Eerie Statue attack, and that usually is lethal as well. Sylvanas is super good because it has charge. You can kill whatever you want, steal some other minion, and the other minion that you just stole also has charge because probably your opponent played that, so you get the double attack. And a few other cards you can see through the deck list. They all work pretty well. All the cards in this deck list are pretty good. But really, Molten Giant is one of the unfair cards in the Tavern Brawl. If you don't have 2 Molten Giants, you're probably not going to have that much fun in this Tavern Brawl because of just how broken it is. Basically, when you're set to a point where Molten Giant costs 0, you play Molten Giant, you hit your opponent in the face for 8, and you can have 2 of them, and you can have return effects to attack multiple times. So often what you'll see is you'll get your opponent to like 7 life, and then he'll play like 5 different Molten Giants and go through your taunt minions and kill you for full health. That does happen. With this warrior list, I had a lot of success, so if you guys have decent number of the cards, you guys can give that a shot. There are quite a few other decks that work, mostly like rogue decks with similar Molten Giant mechanics. I really only lost to a control warlock style deck where they have a giant board clear, then they kill me with Molten Giant. So that's basically the same concept, and while, you know, no deck is going to be unbeatable, I feel this is a very good list and a very good, you know, adapted concept in this Tavern Brawl. So I want to show you guys some of the highlights from that. So if you guys maybe don't have a few of the cards, you guys can still experience on some level the craziness and the awesome play that is Tavern Brawl this week. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys check it out if you want. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Sure. Eerie Statue? Yeah, it's just the 7/7 taunt. If he silences it, then it can attack. So it should just buffer pretty well. That's the idea. Alright, well, I mean, I think this deck will work. Maybe the deck is too slow to run Bolster, though. That might be true.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
See, Egg is pretty good. I don't want to fucking kill it. Pretty good then. Fucking Ice Rager is not bad.
Mind if I roll knee?
We got the clear. That's not bad. Yeah, the Worgen is pretty valuable. Alright. Yeah, everything is charge and taunt.
Buying or selling.
Yeah, the bolsters kind of suck. Abusive Sergeant is probably the best thing ever. It's fine.
For the crusade! Join or die.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have frothing so I could play Worgen bolster next turn.
None shall.
Yes! Yes! That's a pretty good first brawl. Let's try the Magnetor Alpha. I mean, with Magnetor Alpha being a thing, positioning matters quite a lot.
Put this apple on your head. Mind if I roll need? Mind if I roll need? Hey, give me that!
I don't think Warsong Commander is good still. Maybe we should have saved it for something a bit better. Cleave that shit. That's not bad. Yeah, that's what the Cobra's for. It's like hard removal for 3, but you can use it as damage in a minion, and you can trigger damage stuff with frothing, so it's a bit more flexible.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Why was that a good play? Warsong works on the egg. Yeah, but I don't really care about it working on the egg. Is it running execute? It's pretty weird. It's pretty weak plays, but it doesn't seem like it has much better stuff. It is pretty weak plays though.
I have no time for games.
Oh my god, that's bad. Well, it is true. Sylvanas is a good card.
For the crusade! Join or die.
I mean, I'm in a decent position, but in this Tavern Brawl, like, you don't have even a remote idea if you're actually going to be able to seal the game.
Join or die.
Safety restrictions offline. Harvesting servos. Engaged.
Okay. Like, now I could just get, like, Molten Giant Wombo comboed after a Cobra,
Apple on your
right?
head. Mind if I roll need?
Oh! Let's do this.
Leave me thirsty. I strike.
Well, the sheep wouldn't die, right? If I played the sheep and I couldn't suicide, I couldn't trigger the death rattle. Okay, let's try this. You want me to stream it these times more? I'm pretty happy streaming at the times I normally stream, but you know, today we make a bit of an exception because we got to get them games in. All right, these are really good cards right now, but I don't think any of them are worth coining. They're all reactionary.
Elune, guide my lands.
Now I can coin the Worgen. Or I could just let him play stuff and then try to Magnetor it. Let's see what happens if we give him some mana. I'm fucked. Well, we'll see.
Bathe in flame.
I don't really look fucked. Look at this. I guess I could have gone for the Magnetar Alpha as well, but maybe we could do a little bit better with that. I mean, it doesn't do anything, right? Okay, sure.
Mind if I roll knee? Hey, give me that!
I mean, this is the earliest that I've played Brawl, and it seems like these guys just haven't figured it out. Like, some of the cards these guys are playing suck. Swipe? I don't get it. These cards are just bad.
Drink with me, friend. May be thirsty. Ice right.
Okay, that swipe was pretty good. Oh, I missed an attack! Oh no, I could have used Eerie Statue! Oh my god! I was like, yeah, this card never works. But it actually would have worked! I missed 7 damage. I could have played it and then fucking slapped him in the face. Okay, I get it. I know how to use the card now. It's good. It's a good card. Except when you fail at using it, which is what I did.
Where shall I strike?
Okay, I'm not gonna fail this time. Alright, that was a bad play, bro. Okay, we can't use that. Because we need to kill off our minions to get a bonus attack in. There we go. I figured it out! Alright. See, guys, I know what I'm doing. Kind of. Yeah, your statue is actually pretty good. You just have to know that it can attack, rather than saying it'll never ever attack. Like, I think it's the first time your statue has ever attacked, for me at least. It's interesting. Oh, that's lethal then. Man, out of all the decks that we've played, I think we have the best one. Now, Warsong Commander is just damage. It's much more important to have utility. It's old prime time for after work bad people. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Mind if I roll knee?
I think playing this is better than playing nothing.
Mind if I roll knee? Hey, give me that!
When Warsong Commander's not even good enough in an all-charge deck. Yeah, it's true. He really obliterated that card. Well, no charge for you.
For the crusade! Join or die.
I'm gonna try to prepare for a Magnetar Alpha play. Yeah, see, his statue is pretty good. This guy seems to have a more refined deck than some of the previous guys we crushed. Alright, that's not bad. What's the best way to do this? I don't actually know. I don't have quite the damage I need. I guess I'll play one of my own and pass then. If you don't have Sylvanas, you're so fucked. Yeah, Sylvanas is really good. No doubt about that.
Special delivery!
That's not bad, I guess. Still can't really deal with this very well. Alright, let's do this then.
The blade be thirsty. Ice right. Job done.
Black Knight? No, Black Knight's pretty bad. It's a low utility card. Well, I guess it's not bad. Saying it's bad is not fair. It's not a bad card. Black Knight is a pretty good card, the more I think about it. But I think it's better to have like Cobras, because it's more flexible. See, the Death Rattle minions are not all that great. It's a very interesting Tavern Brawl. Would Owl be better than MC Tech? It very well might be. The problem with silence effects is that if you silence something, it loses taunt, which means you have to kill every other minion on your opponent's board before you can attack that minion. So it has like a potential drawback in this one. Damn.
I have no time for games.
Wait, you missed an attack. Statue first? No, that would have ended very badly. Well, we don't quite have the damage that we need. An ooze. Well, if it's not freeze, let's just play this in case it's misdirect.
Well,
Not bad, not bad. Let's try this. Magnetor Alpha is pretty good. Oh, we're just gonna continue to play nothing?
well played.
Alright. Sure. I don't really want to kill that. I'm gonna play this and then just not attack. Because that 0-2 minion is really, really good for me to destroy with a Magnetor Alpha.
I must safeguard.
Interesting. Alright. No, I didn't miss any attacks.
I must safeguard.
Damn.
The blade be thirsty.
I guess there's some value in silencing your own eerie statue. Damn it. Oh, good.
I have no time for games. Let none survive.
Well played.
Yeah, the counter to my counter would be another Sylvanas to kill the Ancient of War, take the 7/7, and then there's no minions on the board. Attack with the 7/7. Yeah, but that enables my 7/7 now.
Time waits for no one.
Okay. Wow. Gonna hero power? Wow. Alright. Well, that's almost good enough.
Safety restrictions offline. Harvesting servos engaged.
Yeah, the Worgen clears the statue, but I think this is a little bit better. Here we can have a dragon finish. just wants to make it so there's no way my statue can attack. Well, bro. Sorry to say, but... Easy game. Deathwing's not too bad. I don't think I'm gonna keep a Black Knight. I like that. Okay. Full legendary paladin. Well, no, you really need board presence.
Why do you call?
Like even that thing, which is so fucking terrible, by the way, is still going to counter my loot hoarder. So yeah, the main thing I realized in this one, there's like almost no good one drops.
Buying or selling? Lovely bitter slave strike.
Pit Snake. Okay, Pit Snake's pretty good, but is there much else in Rogue that's pretty good? I don't know. It's fine. Give me a tap. Give me a tap. Oh shit.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Fuck.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Yeah.
Mind if I roll knee? Hey, give me that!
BGH is even more of a swing card. I think once people realize how insane Eerie Statue is, more people play BGH, which makes it a bit more problematic.
Why do you call?
Okay. It's a good clear. As long as we don't die to like a soul fire, I think we can actually win this game. We have 2 Molten Giant attacks because of the Brewmaster.
From the void I come.
It's lethal.
Drink with me, friend. Challenge accepted. Win.
Juggled! Wow!